Hey guys, it's Real here, and I'm back yet again with another Animal Jam video in what seems to be centuries, because the last video I uploaded was the miasma theory video, and that was for a physics project. So I am finally on break, and I'm about to explain through two different stories where I've been, and why I have not been making videos as often as I usually did. So I'm going to first start it off with the miasma theory video. That was a project for my physics class, and I had 4 days to make it, and I animated it a little bit, but I had to make that, and I had to use a different computer because the computer I usually record my Animal Jam videos on was kind of full of other stuff that I eventually deleted, but not during that time, so I had to use, of course, my dad's computer. So yes, that's one of the reasons why I have not been uploading. It was because of a project, but story time about that project, first of all. So it was just that in class I had to present my video, because we were supposed to present it just to a small group, but since mine was a video and everyone else's was like a Prezi or like a PowerPoint, and I'm like the only one who happens to make a video like every single science project I've ever done ever. So yeah, my physics teacher decides that it would be a great idea to just pronounce my username for my YouTube channel out loud, and in the corner I am like, oh my gosh, please stop. That is so embarrassing because it's a really old username and like literally no one can pronounce it. So I just go by Real, and that's kind of how the miasma theory video turned out. I said hi, and there was an awkward pause. I'm Real, and I'm like, oh dear. Okay, and so it ended up that the class really liked my video, but the whole time I was just like, oh gosh, oh gosh, and like I'm just sitting there in my seat like, oh my gosh, can I disappear now? But it ended up really good, so I mean, that's good news. But the next thing is, like 2 weeks after that video was uploaded, I had a new problem. And let's just say that I had finals like 2 weeks after that video is uploaded and everything, so I'm studying because I want to get a good grade on my finals. So that's another huge reason why I was not uploading. It was because I had finals, and if you have ever had finals, they're a huge part of your grade, and you need to do well on them. Otherwise, you end up dropping like a few letter grades. So I was just studying, and that's kind of the other reason why I wasn't active after the miasma theory video. So since this break, I now have more time for videos and Animal Jam. So, oh, look at these foxies. That's cute. Okay. But anyways, like I was saying. So yesterday, if you're watching this on the day it was uploaded, yesterday I had the last final, which was the math final, and it went excellent. All my finals were great, and I was so happy, and I was like, wow, finals are finally done, but I felt like I did really well on them. So yeah, okay, we were supposed to get out at 10:30 since we only had one final, which was the math final, but if you wanted to get into a certain honors class, you had to take the honors classes. You know, I'm not gonna call it an honors class because that just makes everything complicated. It was honors physics, so if you wanted to get into that class, you had to take the honors physics final. So you ended up staying till 12:30. Alright, so you're like, okay, Real, what does that have to do with anything? Yes, finals, why are you telling this? Okay, so for a few months, I was spending time studying honors physics, as well as my other subjects, and when I take the test, I look through it, I'm like, I don't know any of this. The good news is that it wasn't for a grade, so if I failed it, nothing will happen. So I ended up drawing for the 2 hours we had that final, and did whatever questions I could do, which was like only three questions. It was awful. It was terrible. So I just ended up drawing, and I just wrote a little note saying, hey, I don't know what I'm doing on this. And so there's two physics teachers, okay? The one that doesn't teach me came up to me and he asked me, so how was the final for you? And I'm not gonna explain how terribly I did on this finals. I'm like, just please read the notes. And that is my finals story. If you have a huge test that's worth a lot of your grade, please do not just end up drawing, because if it's for your grade, you want to do well. Like, I know I at least tried on that test for whatever questions that I could actually do, but you know, that was only 3 questions, so I ended up not knowing what I'm doing a lot of the time. But please try on your tests, because if it's worth a grade, you do not want to fail that, like, unless you don't really care about your grades. But please, 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 even if you don't care, try your best, because if you try your best, you can still get some points on the test, and that can still do stuff for your grades. Even if you don't care about your grades, it's really weird, but when you do really well on a test, you feel really good. So please do really good on your test. Do not draw unless it's not worth your grade, and also you do not know what's on there. And that's all I have for you guys today. I'm the Real PS121. I'll definitely be more active now that we have break for an entire week. So see you guys. Bye!